All right, we back with another one.
We're back.
All right, this is our first one
of this segment.
We call this one Cocktails and Conversation. I think we should go to different restaurants, bars, lounges, breweries, and have these conversations. But we're going to kick it off with the one that people always ask. Our double blessings and the twins' birth. So the first one, let's start with the introduction. We want to welcome y'all first, once again, to Cocktails and Conversations with Ted and Ashley and Ted, however y'all want to call it.
Ashley and Ted.
Ashley and Ted. That's fine. But now let's get right into it. The surprise of the twins. Do you remember when we found out we was having twins?
Do I? Like it was yesterday. Of course I remember, because it was such a shocker that we were having them that I could never forget it. But honestly, did I think we would be having twins? No. I thought something was wrong because of the miscarriage we had. And having
miscarriage? You want to speak on that before you go deeper?
Man, that was crazy. Right when the pandemic hit. I think that was March. I found out I was pregnant. End of March, I found out I had a miscarriage. So it took a toll. But we got
in March,
through
I was
it.
telling everybody I might have a baby.
Literally, like it was just the excitement was there, and we just wanted to get the word out. We shouldn't have, but hey, we learned from it. So when I got pregnant in May, we didn't tell nobody until I was in my second trimester, and then we found out they were twins, and not just twins, but mono twins, which they share one sac and one placenta. So that was a huge shocker for us. It's so crazy because I remember your grandmother said we would be the ones that have twins. And we was like, no, after we had the miscarriage, well, it wasn't us. And then we had the twins.
Had the twins. Now, that was cool for me with it. Like, the twins, my dad being a twin, your sisters being twins.
They run heavily on your side.
Yeah, and then my mother's side of the family, her mother, every one of her kids, at least one of them had a set of twins.
Yeah.
And they was all girls, too. What's crazy. And then, man, let's go right into the next thing. We had to prepare for the big day. You went in it. You handled the pregnancy like a rock star.
Well, thank you.
How did you personally prepare for that?
Honestly, with a lot of prayer and just really just speaking life, because after hearing all the doctors tell me all these complications I would have, especially with the type of twins, a lot of prayer and just I guess keep staying positive. Because after having a miscarriage, your mind can go left, and I didn't allow it to. I just kept speaking over it, and with the support of my husband, it was a good journey, but it was a long journey. They are natural twins. Like this wasn't no get shots to get twins, or it was literally a natural conceivement.
Until recently, I didn't know that was a true thing. I thought twins just happened, and I thought people just got together and it just happened through genes and things like that. I know you can recreate another life.
Right, especially with the type being mono twins. They share one sac and one placenta. So we were in the hospital from 28 weeks. I delivered at 34 weeks one day because, of course, Ted wanted the girls to come on the 14th of January. And not the 13th.
Because I was born on the 14th.
Yeah, because he's a March 14th baby. But overall, just really prayer and just getting my mind right and just staying positive about things. I feel like Ted being there and being with me through the whole process made it a lot easier. I didn't have to keep blowing him up, where you at? He took that time to come and be in the hospital with me, so that made it really easy for me also.
Oh, that's so sweet. Nah, for real, it only felt right to be there.
You have to be. We would have been fighting.
I mean, why would I be with you? We together every day, all day, and then you get having the babies and then I ain't there. So it just kind of organically went together. I didn't have to force myself on that. So it just went, man. So
we had the games.
Oh, yeah.
We had the. Listen, shout out to all the people who came through. When I tell y'all, we literally had somebody pulling up every single day, with whether it was food, whether it was games, whether it was just encouraging words, whether, you know what I'm saying? We literally had someone pull up every single day, whether it was a Cash App. The whole time we were there, we had somebody come through for us, and we really appreciated it.
Yeah, y'all support was definitely real.
Because we was spending money every day in that cafeteria.
And you gotta think, we were spending money when no money was coming in. That was before people was getting money and things like that. So hey, I feel like I was about to sneeze, but everybody that helped was like, shout out to y'all for keeping your job at the time, because that was people still working and being able to support.
It was greatly appreciated.
So y'all did y'all part. Y'all know who y'all are. It's too many to name.
It's a lot.
So take us through the labor process. How was it preparing for labor, having the babies, and then being a mother after that?
So honestly, I feel like for me, preparing for labor was the easy part because I had a scheduled C-section. So I had a scheduled date, like I knew when it was going to happen. I feel like if I didn't know, if I went into like labor, it would have been a little harder for me, but knowing made it actually a lot easier. So due to having mono twins, my only option was for a C-section because it could have been cord entanglement going on. They didn't want any of that. I wanted to go past 34 weeks, but due to stillbirth, cord entanglement, they would not let me. I didn't have no complications. So that definitely made it a lot easier for me to transition through the birth, via C-section. Afterwards, I really don't remember. I remember seeing them coming out. I remember Monty came out not breathing, and that scared me half to death, but they took her right over and got her breathing. It was a joyous moment. I remember crying. I remember asking Ted, what's going on? Am I open yet? What are they doing? But that's really all I remember about that. I remember having to sleep a little bit before I could even go be with the girls because they went straight to the NICU due to coming early. But other than that, I was just excited to go see them. And once I held them, y'all, it was just, the rest was history. I was like, yeah, these are my little babies.
Real from there.
It was.
Shout out to the bartender for this Long Island, too. It's pretty good. Mango Long Island.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty. I keep feeling like I got to sneeze.
How did you feel while you were sick? You got to see everything.
Well, it was cool. I know it was challenging for me in a fun way because everybody just knew I was gonna cry. Y'all know I'm always vlogging, got the camera.
I feel like y'all saying that to him made him not cry. He had to like be like, I'm not gonna cry.
I mean, but I never thought about crying. Like if I did cry at the birth, it would have been something that just happened. Like I wasn't.
Yeah, it would have been organically, and it would have been if it was. It'd been more so tears of joy.
I mean, you gotta think though. Like we had it. Like I was there through this whole process.
Yeah.
So like, I didn't just come in the house and she was having a baby, or we had to rush her to the restroom, to the doctor, any of that. So it was, I prepared. I had a lot of nights to think about this day. So crying was the last thing. I was ready to get them here. So I was more pissed, I should say. Because even that day, like I said, the waiting, we had to wait. Like you on the time when you pick your...
And they kept pushing us off because I wasn't having complications. They had like emergency C-sections that they had to get to. I think I was supposed to have them at like 9 that morning. We didn't go till after 1 o'clock. They came at 1:11 and 1:13.
But speaking of that, so Ashley was all numbed up and they put the cover
so I couldn't see nothing.
Over the lady, and the first baby came out perfectly fine. But when Kamani came out, she was not breathing, so they had to go through the whole procedure of slapping her in the machine and pumping. And Ashley kept asking me, was everything okay?
Where's my baby? Because y'all showed me Kalani. Where's my baby?
That was a time that I probably would have cried or should have cried, but I had to hold it together for her because she didn't know. And to me, on the other side of the table, she looked like she was dying. I seen all the insides and all the guts, so I'm like, I got to hold it together for this. But about 20, 30 seconds later, we start getting life from Kamani, so that was cool. And then they also switched up twin A and twin B, so that's a whole nother thing. Like their names was supposed to be switched.
Probably because
the way that we was planning who was twin A and twin B in the sack, but when they came out,
it was different.
It was definitely what they call it, breach. Was that
they were breached?
It was breached, so it worked out. It was definitely joyful. You can go look that up on our YouTube too.
Shout out to Ted, man.
We shot.
Y'all know how he do.
So many.
He had that camera on my face every day. But it's okay because I can't wait till the girls get to an age where they can go back and look over it and see like the real raw journey of getting them here, because y'all see me in there looking crazy.
With the raw journey, like how did it
literally
feel? How did it feel holding them for the first time? Knowing they was in your stomach when you get the like.
It was scary. I'm not gonna lie, because they were just so little, and then these are my first kids ever being held, so it was scary, but it was such a wonderful feeling. Like, dang, I did that type of feeling. Like, these are my babies.
That's fair.
But it felt good.
That's fair, man. So as I was looking through our notes, I was going to ask, like, what have the girls taught us? You know what I mean? Because I'm sure that, like, we all hit a point of our life where, like, we made it, or we know this is what it's about to be, or if I was a parent, this is what I would do.
For me, number one is absolutely patience. I feel like I had a lot of patience, but when you have kids, they're going to teach you what patience really is, because it takes a lot of patience. And I'm still learning as I'm even on my mom's journey, but they really teach you so much, and then it's like you're learning with them as a first-time parent, so I'm learning as I go, and then just trying to look back over my childhood and think of like things that my mom did that I also want to instill in them. But patience for sure is number one for me.
I mean, I get to be selfish finally. Like, that's mine. Like, even though you're my wife and you're mine, you're still your parents' kids. So it's a part of you that's always with them. Like, they got that over me.
Yeah.
Vice versa. You know, my parents with me too, but now us, that's ours. Like, you know, when you get a car or something, that's like Toyota thing, and then you buy the car, and then it's like you're using it till you get another car. Like, you don't really trade your kids off, and that's very rare. So it just taught me to be selfish with things I got. Just, you know, I don't want to get too deep in that. That's a whole nother podcast topic, man. But I think we can end on that. I think this was a great start of Ted and Ashley, or
Ashley and Ted,
Cocktail and
get
Combo.
it right. Ashley and Ted, Cocktail and Combo.
We might have to polish that name too with trademark reasons, because you know how these people be with their cocktails and combos.
We don't want no smoke.
No. And we here in Indianapolis, Indiana, here at Monkey Ducks. We are not staying at that Motel 6 behind Ashley.
Or that Courtyard Marriott over there.
Or that Courtyard Marriott. We actually live in Indiana, so this is a cool place to come have a cocktail. Cute, cool views, cool patio, great drink specials, good food. But thank y'all.
Thanks.
Peace. See y'all next time.
Catch y'all later.